In this video, I'll show you how to create a custom function and use, say, date operations in that. Now, in order to create a custom function, I've already created a solution over here. You can create your brand new solution. In this solution, you go to new automation and then click on function. Now, in the function, you just specify whatever name you want. I use a convention G function dash, and then I will say it as date operations. You can put the description accordingly. So let me copy this as a description. Now here we technically do not have any specific input parameter because we are just gonna output the value. But if you want any input parameter, you can add. But in my case, I will just put a couple of output parameters. Now in the data type, as you see over here, there is boolean, there's decimal, there's float, there is integer, there is string. There is nothing of sort of date or date time. So we may need to perform some transformation operation on the output. Now I'll have a couple of output. So I'll just call this as say now as one of the output. And then I have an output called as date add, and then another output called as say today. Okay. Now let's use this output in our code. Now I'll just put a uh, opening braces and the closing braces to output my formula. Now here I'm going to pass on the values, the output value. So now is the output parameter. Now if I want to get to know the date time dot now, like I want to know the date time, I can use the now function. So now function, and then that will give me the output value. But remember, now will give you a date time value, and then this will complain. This will say that, oh, there is a type mismatch between the source and the target record type. So in order to do that, what we can do, we can make use of a conversion operation. So we'll convert everything to string. So text of now till the time we do not have any date time data type, and that's why we have to do this explicit conversion. So once this is done, all good. Then you put a comma, and then let's pick up another parameter, and the parameter is date add. So this is the output parameter. Now we're going to add two dates, one date with another. For that, let's make use of function called as date add. You can also do a date diff. You can get the date time value, you can get the date value, but in this example I'm just going to add two dates. Now two dates, like I will add date, today's date, and I'll add say 5 to it. Okay. So today's date, how we are going to get, we need to use a now function which we have used previously, right? So that's the first operand of date add. Okay, so current date or current date time, and then I will say I want to add 5 days to it. And the third parameter is what unit are you adding? You want to add a month, year? I just want to add days. So time unit. So here you will see all the values, time unit dot years, months, days. So I will use time unit dot days, and that's it. You just close the function and then you get the date add value. Now remember, date add will output the date. We need to explicitly convert this. So let's convert this into text so that we get rid of those red squiggly lines. So all good. Third parameter, the third parameter here is today. Okay, so today is the third parameter, and here I'm gonna just output today. Okay, so this is just date. Okay, so there's a difference between today and now. You're going to see that output shortly. So today again, it will give you an output in a date format, but we will do an explicit conversion, call it as text, and that's it. And then all the red squiggly lines goes away. So this is the function. So we have used three output parameters: now, date add, and today. Now we'll take the now function, convert the output into text. Date add will take the date add 5 days to it, time unit is days, and convert into text. And today function, convert into text. All good. Click on save. You know the name of the function, G function date operations. Click on save. How do you consume it? You will consume this in a Microsoft Power Automate. So you can use this output of this function in a Power Apps Canvas app as well. But for this example, I will show the output in Power Automate. So manual trigger a flow. I have a compose. I've already created this flow ahead of time. and I'm going to call the function. Now we know the name of the function. The name of the function is like date operations. So if you see over here in the solution, it has already created this G function date operations. Let's call this. So the cloud flows which we have created here, we will use a Dataverse perform an unbound action to consume those record set. Microsoft Dataverse and colon perform an unbound action. Now here in unbound action, we will select that function which we have just created. Now it will append the publisher name, and that's why you need to find it just by scrolling over here. And I have so many functions. I have this Girish function, environmental, mathematical operations, table ref. I'll select data operations. Once you select data operation, there is no input parameter, so it has not popped out any text box for me. I will use this compose to output the value. Now let's see what output value we get. So we get three different values, three output parameters. So we have today, date add, and now. So let's pick up now first. So this is now. Then we have date add, select date add, and we have another thing called as today. Click on save, and it should give us the output. Now today is 1st of March, so accordingly it will show me the date time in now. Date add will add 5 days, so it will should give me the output as 6th of the March, and date should today should give you just the date value. So let's see if it gives us the correct output or not. Click on done, and if you see the compose, you will see the output. So there are three outputs over here. Now will give you the current date time, so 1 3 11 14 a.m. Date add will give you 6th of March 20 11 14 a.m. So it has added 5 to it, so 1 plus 5 6, and then today will just give you the date. So this is how you basically use a custom function, power fx values, and use date operations to perform date manipulation within your business logic. Now you can add a date, you can subtract a date, you can get the difference between the date, you can calculate the public holiday, you can calculate the working days, working weeks. So those kind of things you can calculate using custom function. So that's it, folks. This is how you basically use the new custom function in Microsoft Power Apps Power Automate. Thanks for watching.